at the rhythm of the sun. Well, I was wide awake until the dawn upon her face, and the echoes of our song as it hummed along. So stay with me, you are my missing pieces. Oh, you are my missing pieces. You are my missing pieces. So won't you stay with me? Good morning, Johnny.
So dramatic. I feel like they're getting more dramatic as time goes on.
I'm bringing out my my William Shatner. Good morning.
Good morning, John.
Johnny.
I think it's going to be a long, long time. The touchdown brings me around. It gets you fun.
Hello.
I'm doing good, though, to answer your question.
Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. Let me bring everybody into chat. We already have a super chat. What is this? Who is this? I can't say your beautiful name. You're saying good evening from Japan. Welcome to the show. I love to translate your videos and watch them again and again. Thank you for the videos that are always fun to learn. All right, first assignment. Translate your name so we know how to thank you properly.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. This has been a long time coming. We've been reacting to Otto for a while now, but I don't think we've done any live, let alone a reaction Wednesday. So this is exciting.
No, we haven't. Yeah.
We have lots of songs in the queue. I know what we're going to start with. I know what we're going to end with. The middle, not so much. We'll try to react as the chat comes in and feel it out from there. We know live is always best. However, she's got some brand new music videos, so we do want to focus on those as well. That's all I'm going to say because I want to get to it.
Oh, okay. Trimming the fat today, are we?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So trim the fat with us and hit like and subscribe and ring that bell. I don't know. I'm ripping too. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing here. What are you
Johnny's
doing?
new line. Trim the fat with us and hit like and subscribe because we're a dietitian channel now.
Yeah. I mean,
Also, sorry, I'm going to ruin what I'm about
to say. But I ate the
too.
fat, so I don't even know what that doesn't even make sense.
I don't know. If you've made it this far, please consider clicking on the link below in the description where you can purchase a coffee, help support this page, this reaction, and this channel, and Johnny's new Trim the Fat slogan.
Trim it.
Trim it. That needs some music to it. Also, consider becoming a Thronely member where you can become a part of this.
Trim the fat. Oh, won't you trim it? Trim the fat.
Oh, I like it has a montage feel.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I approve.
Yeah.
I approve. But what would Otto do with it? You need modulation. You need a little screaming. At least 3 registers. And yeah.
Well, first I gotta hide myself while I do it. I gotta trim the
yes. You don't have the Autobot? I can do it.
Oh yeah, right. No, that's cool. Yeah, I gotta. She has the dramatic effect down. Yeah, I gotta work on that.
Oh, far more than we do. Anyway, first up, I am going to. I see requests are coming in. Like I said, we're not going to run polls today, but I am going to ask that you don't repeat the same thing over and over again. So when I see lots of people suggest the same song, we'll jump to that. I already see Elf coming out, Elf Live. I have a link for that, so maybe we'll do that right after this one. In fact, we are starting.
Francesca really likes that I say old-timey sayings. She's trying to get me to be cooler. She's like, we have to add more modern speech to my vocabulary in Tagalog, but just in general, I think.
I don't know if that's going to happen.
I say things like hip and what I just said, trim the fat.
So this is first up. The song, to my knowledge, is called Hibana, but I can't pronounce what it says. Please correct me in the chat if it is wrong. This just came out on the 25th, 5 days ago. That's about as fresh as it gets for us here on the Throga channel. So we're going to start here, and
it's funky fresh. Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh,
I think
they're
maybe
just so cool.
you should hang out with your niece a little bit more often and update that.
Probably.
All right, here we go.
Probably.
'Woo! What's the name of her tour? Okay. 優しくノックして乗り込め心の高さ妄想ばかりがファッションして加速するパルス答えはどこだろうさあ弱音をミュートしてくだらないことで躊躇して冗談ばかりねやはは飛ばせない壁がキスを迫るでしょうそんなわけないや分かってくれるでしょその頭を打ち抜いて終わんない愛を抱いてたくないのもっとちゃんとファンにしてよいないないバーで演じてほしいのもっとちゃんと答えてよ未完成だって何度でも言うんだ大から舞台の中で
Oh, that wakes you up, doesn't it?
Oh my God. I knew it was coming and I still wasn't ready. So much happening. Let's look at...
You think? Jeez.
There's at
like,
least...
there was so much happening within the first 5 seconds. I mean, it's
at
like...
least 3 things worth talking about.
Whiplash. My God, it's great, though.
Oh, my goodness. Okay. Let me start with the drums. Let's start with the drums. Opening up, the sequence with the fills are fantastic. I love the production they're doing with the drummer as a whole. We've seen this live too. Whatever drummer, do you guys know in the chat the name of the drummer? If it's because often I should say artists without a band per se will use what's called generically studio musicians versus touring musicians. Sometimes they're the both, whatever. I'm curious if she works with consistent guitarists and drummers and musicians as a whole. I mean, they are top of the line. I mean, for this,
I feel like she does because her style is so unique. It's like, and it's so like.
I would be intimidated.
Very specific requirements that need to take place for her stuff.
Yes,
and I feel like it's got to be a very special player. Yeah.
I agree, because I think most drummers hearing this would be intimidated because, like you said, in the first 5 seconds, normally that's about what they'd have to memorize for a 3-minute pop song. And it's like just condensed, like immediately.
Yeah. It's like,
so you guys are saying that tour musicians are mostly the same. I agree. Well, you're saying that as a fact potentially, but I'm saying I agree that makes sense because the demand, just the learning curve for what is required for her content is amazing. And even in that last section, you don't hear a lot of, I mean, he's on the ride, the bell of the ride. So even the placement of where the stick is hitting on the cymbal just gives a different texture. You hear him moving around from verse to pre-chorus to chorus to post-chorus 3. I don't even know the sections in her music.
I'm so curious about the writing process with this because it's not something like you're sitting in your bedroom and like you're not like strumming. It's like I feel like it's not Bob Dylan. So it's like I feel like there's got to be sort of a collaborative process to this unless she thinks all this stuff out in her head, which she might. I don't know, because
she might be able to execute what she wants, but
I feel like there's got to be like that's a really good beat. Let's bump
some
it
sort
up
of directive interplay.
Yeah, then she sings. Like right over that. Maybe I don't know. It's really so fascinating. So
just
and it's
wild.
Unlike anything that I do. So I'm like a little in the dark.
We'll get into her voice. Obviously, I just like it's just a lot to take in. But so let's just start there and keep going.
Yeah.
Where did we just go?
I love that.
する恋にめまいとモノトニー Not let me go in the get TA So can your face be still I don't feel the same Now how reverses up in this game You better get up and throw your envy fight away どっちも選んでどっちも壊して心の根を引き抜いて
That makes sense.
したくないのもっとちゃんと託してよ笑えないくらいがきっと楽しいのもっとちゃんとどうかしてよ見返せだって何度でも言うんだ大から舞台の中で
I feel like we're on the 12th song and we're 2 minutes into this.
God. Well, I didn't need my caffeine this morning.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
Can you play that? Can you play all of that back for me, Johnny? You're good at hearing things once.
Maybe we should play it another time. Maybe twice.
I love for this na 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 part is great too. This is a good example that stood out to me of maintaining a sense of hook and a feeling of arrival because there's so much chaos, controlled, skilled, designed chaos, right? There's an archetype taking
it's
place
intentional,
here.
for sure, yeah.
But when you get to that na 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 part, it's like just that little earworm that just kind of like lands in it, like it keeps coming back. And I think you need that in songs to have a sense of location in direction, musically.
Yeah, somehow, like you're saying, somehow amidst all of it, it's still catchy. It's a marvel.
Yes.
How do you even categorize this? It's like, there's punk elements, there's pop elements, there's like house elements, but it's all on speed. It's like, and it just made me think of the Chappelle Show. It's like Otto, it's one hell of a drug. It's like
that's fantastic.
I mean, gosh.
Oh, I love it.
It's like
you just summed it all up. You just summed it all up.
It's like prog. There's progressive elements all mixed in.
It honestly would be easier to say what it's not. Like it's not Motown. It's not. You can take out a few things and everything else there is just amazing.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Modulating up. That's cool.
Yeah, Francesca, I agree. I feel like I burned 200 calories just listening to that.
You don't even need a treadmill. You just listen.
No.
Just listen. So, her voice, like I said, obviously we're going to get into her voice a little bit more over the next hour or so. But
we have another hour. Can we last that? I'm looking forward to it. Don't get me wrong. It's like. I just don't know if I have the stamina. Hour 15 minutes we have. We got to pace ourselves. We just give a couple slow ones.
I love absolutely
How does
love
she do
every
that?
bit of it. I know her live performance is there's an element of manic built into it, but
Yeah.
there's just this incredible, like I said, it's just so much ear candy and everything like that. But her voice, the textures, I love what she does in the studio, and her ability to translate that live. And
Yeah.
we're gonna watch Elf right now. Oh, actually, I don't think this is the live. But Agate, can you hook me up with the live version of Elf? I've got the music video in here by accident. The what she does live, moving around and everything, we've already seen. That's what she captures in the studio, and this is rare. This is what we love on this channel when we have artists that have a consistency in terms of their skill sets and the realism, the organic, vulnerable risk that they do in studio, they also do live. So she doesn't rely on the cheats per se, the studio magic just to polish it. Yes, they put reverb and compression, they make sure we can hear everything, and maybe there's multiple takes to get the best version of it. And that's what we ask for as listeners. But man, she's just wild.
She's wild, and I love how she just throws out the playbook, and her and her team just do whatever the hell they want, which is so. I mean, I have moments of that as an artist and a producer. It's great, but you always kind of come back to like, okay, let's get back in the lane, or we got to fit some sort of format, which I'm not against at all. I think a format can be a lovely thing.
Sure.
And I think it serves a lot of good purposes, but when you have an artist like this, and we react to a few others, that it's like they just ignore the whole thing, and it's like they just do whatever they want to do, and there's something so great about that, and it's so
magical.
It's just freeing. I just love how she's just not trying to fit in any sort of narrow pathway.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the links don't paste into the chat. We appreciate you trying for that, so that's why I asked Agate got to. Hopefully, we got the right one right here. Yeah, here we go. On to the next one, Elf. This one's been recommended for a while to us, so I'm excited to hear it. I remember the title.
Do you know the Elf, the movie Elf?
That's a beautiful soundtrack. I'm sure this will be similar, both in mood and style.
I'm guessing whispering is not Otto's favorite.
She does it well, though. She uses that as a texture too.
Actually, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
It is her favorite.
走りなさい早くもっと早く悲しみに追いつかれないように
Well, Joan Baez there for a second.
Yeah. There's these little great yodel moments too. Yodeling not in the traditional, like, Swiss Alps kind of thing. The little like there's just kind of like that, that specific jumps. But she's got a clear tone head voice with the folds are thin, and then where there's that purposeful crack. We talk about this with the passaggio, where singers, it's a challenge typically to sing through that in a stable way. But it can also be used as an intentional imbalance of air pressure to create, just a soundscape that she is right here. This is great. I'm gonna play that again.
Yeah. This is
走りなさい早くもっと早く悲しみに追いつかれないように探しなさい明かりの灯る道をそれはまばゆいでしょう挑みなさい君の美しさや尊さを傷つけるものに眠りなさい疲れたら眠りなさい神話を持たないあの星座のように手を離した後君は気づくだろう指の形太陽その名
beautiful.
the only word that comes to my mind too.
忘れたことも忘れてしまえ悲しみもぬくもりも消えてしまえそれで
Push there.
今も耳に残るは固く再会を願うようなさよなら Adieu, adieu Love you, love you
All right, I'm gonna put a little pause here. This is a completely different experience.
But don't think for 1 second that that there's not a good chance that this might go into like a thrash metal techno part out of nowhere. But
It is quite possible.
for now, it is
For
nice
now.
to have that little palate cleanser, that little sorbet moment, if you will.
Exactly, it's an oasis in the chaos. So, going back to her range here, just talking about chest voice, head voice with the yodel part. She's got some great belt moments here too, with still a clear tone. She's not just like leaning on like a scream, like to mask anything or covering it in vibrato. I mean, this just proves that when she adds those elements, it's by design. It's not there's.
Absolutely, no.
I mean, I was never under the impression that she was a one-trick pony as far as vocal texture, obviously.
No,
but
right, vocal texture, right, yeah.
right. But this just clearly demonstrates that she has choices throughout her range. It's not just, very typically singers will have like, okay, this range from here to here, I can do like a scream, and from this range, I can do a pretty breathy tone. And, we tend to rely, we kind of carve out those habits as songwriters and performers.
Mm-hmm.
And she's just overlapping all the choices. So even though the song feels stable at the moment, she still is showing off her ability to tell a story through multiple means in this style and in this range of notes. She had was it D? That D5 that she
I don't
had
remember. I was trying to follow along because it was so beautiful. But the cool thing about this song is it has it's not cyclical. It's or what's the word? It's just sort of evolving, and it's not repeating itself.
Right.
So it's kind of hard to I need to hear it.
Right. Yeah. It's not like we're onto the second chorus and there's the predictability is still That's what I'm saying. Like it feels stable compared to what we just heard, but there's still this evolution that keeps it really interesting.
And I was going to say, besides that too, like even vocally, obviously she's bringing out the beauty, and like I said in the beginning, it's almost like, maybe it's because I just saw the Bob Dylan movie, but almost some Joan Baez, old 60s folk moments coming out, pure tone. However, undercurrent of just a little bit of this unraveling, which is you got to have that if you're Ado. That's your and that's that. I like that. I like that little.
It's suspenseful.
It's not just saccharine. It's not just like super sweet. It's like it's sweet, but it's just like a little undertone of like, oh, what's going on? What's going to happen?
I'll be back in a few seconds here.
Very beautiful. Like right there.
Yeah.
It's just like little moments of like
expression. I want to hear that again. Hold on.
Okay.
This. You just don't know when it's coming.
Yeah. Bring a line.
We'll do that next. I see a lot of you requesting it.
And then metal, like hard rock guitars.
So many soundscapes.
さえも数え終えて怪物のような世界の隅っこで戦い続ける人君は得る旅は続く忘れたことも忘れてしまえ悲しみもぬくもりも消えちまえ
Yeah.
固く再会を願うようなさよなら Adieu, adieu Love you and you Adieu,
Even the dance moves.
She's just
What a
fascinating.
performer. What an artist. Yeah. And even in a song like that, which is definitely a step down in energy-wise and manicness from the first song, it's still, there's so much going on. It's like those
This,
little
for many
string lines.
artists, this would be like the creme de la creme in terms of like
Yeah.
progressive and
Right.
experimental, whatever. And this is her just chilling.
Just chilling. Yeah. Oh my God.
It's just amazing.
Yeah. What do you think her resting heart rate is?
300.
Like 300.
So her range, G sharp 2 to C7, you guys are saying? So just perspective. So G sharp 2 is here, which is quite low for a female instrument.
Yeah.
So that's probably.
I feel like mine's not that much lower.
So that's low to get it to resonate there. It might be a Fry influence. I'm not sure. I haven't heard that
Maybe.
per se, but to have, like for me, like it depends on if you blend the Fry and whatnot versus like a projected sound.
Yeah.
But then to go C7 is
6, 7.
no, that's still that's 6. C6. That's not happening right now. She's up here, which would be a whistle tone, obviously, at that point, because you have to.
Yeah.
The folds can only vibrate so quick; they can only thin so much. So then she has to position her folds in a way, and it's air turbulence that she controls. That's crazy range.
Yeah. What is that? So that's
1, 2, 3.
4.5. 4.5 or so. Yeah.
I keep losing my place. I'm not used to seeing.
Right.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's extensive. Yeah. No, it just
Absolutely
reminds.
amazing.
It makes me think of the time I used to work in this restaurant. The guy that owned it, really nice guy, but
I know exactly where you're going.
he's like, he's a big Guns N' Roses fan. He's like, Axl Rose had an 8-octave range. I'm like, really? He's like, yeah.
No.
Like, no, he did not.
No, he does.
Axl Rose is great. It's interesting how many times we bring up Axl Rose on this show.
It's an iconic, identifiable singer for sure.
Yes. And a naughty
He
boy.
does not have 8-octave range. I
No.
assure you. He's got a great range.
It's like, no, he can't.
All right, so Rule Live is next. Is this the right one, guys? Pull this in.
But just, the production of that last one, the writing, beautiful song. Just like very wonderful, classic. And just chordal, there's really cool stuff, which speaks to me. For anybody that knows me, I love that type of stuff. But production-wise, there's just so many cool, interesting things. That little novelty string line coming out of nowhere. It's the only time you hear it. I love stuff like that where it's not repeated, where it's just like, okay, we're gonna and the Beatles did that a lot too. I feel like it was just like, okay, here's this one moment where this thing's going to come in. And like I was saying, that one moment when you listen in the background, there's like heavy guitars going on, which you wouldn't equate that song with a heavy guitar, but
it fit perfect. It just
make it work. Yeah.
And when she added the texture, she added the grit, and there were a couple times where she started with grit and then went into clean tone, as opposed to the other way around, which is a whole nother technique in terms of adjustment of air pressure and like
really cool. And again, it's just like, beautiful overall, but just those moments of just, it's got to be a little bit unstable, a little bit of what you gonna do.
Yeah. Okay. Here, you guys listen to the studio rule? I thought we wanted the live one. I see some mixed views. We don't have time for both because we have a lot we want to get to. But let's go live. Johnny and I love the live stuff. We've got some more music videos that we're going to do. We can always come back to it with a studio version as well. Oh, wait, this is the studio. I see what you're saying. We have the wrong one. Brigitte, could you... And Johnny, you look very serious and mean. There you go.
Not mean.
Hook us up with the live, if you would, please. In the meantime, we'll circle back to this because I want to keep moving forward. One of the ones that was requested a lot going into today was Odo. O-D-O live. Let's see what this one is. What does this mean?
Odo? Who thinks to do a Latin beat?
I know!
Like a demented circus Latin beat.
You're saying this is from her second live concert? She's filled an arena. This is her second live concert? Is that true? That's insane.
Wow. Okay,
so Odo means dance, written by Giga Teddy Lloyd duo, with lyrics written by Deco27, the same guy who wrote Hibana, the first one that we reacted. Okay, awesome. Thank you for that information.
Okay.
And this was not even 3 years ago. So she's just a kid.
That was the first one. Yeah, and that one had that sort of Latin-y beat too, that it was just seemingly what you would never think to connect. Not that people don't do Latin grooves in pop. I mean, obviously it's quite commonplace, but
sure,
just the context of where they're putting this up against the other part that it's matched with. It's such a weird thing. It's just you wouldn't think to do it, but when you hear it, you're like, yeah.
It's just her ability to just add different flavors and unify them with her voice in the context of her entire vibe is just wild. Yeah. Hey, John Reeves.
Oh,
how you doing, buddy?
We love John.
John is awesome.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, if you want to jump in on the call, I'll send you a link. Just let me know.
Do it.
Tell John he has to join us now. Just stopping by.
He is the one
we don't accept. Yeah, he's one of the ones that pushed us to react to Otto in the first place. I mean, he was a huge advocate of her, so we're very grateful for that.
Yeah.
All right, let's keep going here. put a hat on. If she crashed the Latin Grammys, she would just dominate the space. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, it's interesting too because it's not just a typical Latin beat. They're doing other stuff on top of it to just make it just their own thing. But yeah,
Oh,
at the
yeah.
heart of it, you got to. I mean, how can you not move to like a Latin based?
It just,
It's infectious.
it is. And yet her movement on stage, her fearlessness, that's just, this entire thing is just wild. You know, a lot of my students that sing hard rock, metal, because that's part of my background too. One of the things that I always remind them to balance their voice with is clear tone. Head voice is a great balance. So when you're singing, you got that, triggering maybe a little bit of false folds, a lot of true fold resonance, and then tension above the larynx, creating just all that cool grit and sound. You want to balance that with just like little light floaty tones to stretch the folds. She's got her warm-ups built into the structure of this song. That's part of why she can do this for hours on end and do so many playful things with the voice, because she keeps it flexible and strong. There's like tension and release built into her style. I'm sure that's not probably why she did that, but the byproduct is just wild.
She's a good strategist. I mean, obviously she's authentic, but she's good at marketing too. She knows how to present herself.
Right.
God, what was I gonna say? I don't even know.
Sorry.
It's just, no, I guess I was gonna say the old adage of less is more.
Right.
Not always the case. Sometimes more is more. and yeah.
Well, that was profound. I was trying to find another link, so I thought you were going to go on longer.
No, that's all I had to say.
That's all I got.
Yeah, I have my train of thought. Then sometimes you'll talk and I'll forget completely what I was going to say.
That's fair.
What else was I going to say? I don't remember.
Oh, okay. So Brigitte says that she wasn't able to find a live for Rule. That's where the challenge was. But
I was gonna. Yeah, sorry.
There is a live audio. All right, we'll keep looking. Confirm if you want the live audio. And if that's what we're looking for, Johnny left. He's not happy with the way this is unfolding. If you want the live audio, let me know, and we'll do that. In the meantime, I'm going to move on to another song.
I like that we don't even acknowledge the fact that I disappear randomly.
I say it in passing. Just moving on to the next thing.
No, I was gonna mention with that vocal delivery. We talk about her freedom as a writer and an artist. So she's involved in the production. That freedom of expression, the freedom of expression just in her voice. It's like primal scream therapy. I mean, it's just like she just lets it all loose. I don't know how that translates to ultimate vocal health, like if that's good to do, but emotionally,
sure,
it's got to be so healthy to just let it all because it seems like those sounds just come from a very deep and authentic place, and she's not holding anything back, which I think it's actually, as a singer, even if it's not technically the most proficient, healthy thing to do, being free is actually a huge, you're better off doing that with a free body, something that's just,
right,
doesn't have any tension, and you're not being restrictive, as opposed, compared to somebody that's like singing completely clear tones, but also just tense the whole time. So there's I think a benefit with that too.
There truly is. Well, that's the only way to sustain anything with this much imbalance to your sound. So if you're going to create a gritty sound, there has to be a strategic release or relaxation of muscles in order to have efficiency. Otherwise, you burn out incredibly fast.
Right, right.
So, okay, moving on. Let's see. Let's go to... This is another huge one. It's been on the request list. Oh, wait, I already have Rule. We're going to do Rule Studio. I'm ahead of myself. I'm just so excited. All right, so we're going to do the studio one. Here we go. That's next. I'm glad they have the translation, because I keep hearing the word potato, and apparently that means shut your mouth. Potato. that's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, which is odd, because when there's potatoes in the room, all I do is open my mouth. So they can...
And I have a very different feeling about potatoes. I think they are just wasted filler.
Oh yeah, we discussed this in Vegas. Richard does not like potatoes.
I mean, they're great. But they're just a means for the condiments or the butter or the salt. Just why not just have a handful of butter? Why bother with the potato? Anyway,
I mean, I love a handful of butter. My sister used to eat butter, but like there were Snickers bars. Look, she was a kid,
that's gross.
My sister, the one that got away for you. Yeah, just eat sticks of butter.
Perhaps it's best. All right,
Yeah,
I'm back.
so basically, potatoes, Phil Collins, and Ray Gay. Just
I'm gonna continue. Hit play here.
yeah.
Wow.
Is that an effect, or is that her actual voice?
I think it's her voice.
That's pretty wild.
I love these musicians. I want to hear that effect again. Oh my god! Catch your breath. You have 2 seconds to catch your breath, and you are thrown into the store once again.
God.
Let me back this up.
A roller coaster.
Ah, yeah. I'm hoping to hear that high effect thing, because it's just it might have an effect built onto it. I mean, it's definitely her voice, but I don't know if it's layered with something or not. But there's so many. She doesn't have like a stock grit. Like, just real simple example is James Hetfield, which I love. I started off as a drummer in Metallica.
Mm-hmm.
He's got one basic grit. You know, see your prayers, the 2-1. It's the same kind of growl, song after song, album after album, and I love it. I absolutely love it. She doesn't have a grit. There's so many different. There's like a spectrum of choices, even just with that in and of itself. Sometimes it's like really tight and like scratchy sounding. Sometimes it's got more of the growl kind of undertone mixed with it. It's just, I said this in the last time I reacted to her. I want a laryngoscope for Christmas. I'm going to ask for it again. It's at the top of my list. And I want a video of her larynx. That's all I want. Is that
all anybody wants?
But Gete, can you contact their management team and see if we can have access to that? I feel like that's a reasonable request.
Yes, again, great first date conversation as well.
Hey, there's this guy in the States. He really wants a video of your larynx. Can we do that?
Again, and just the arrangement of this. Obviously, I mean, her voice carries the whole thing, but I love what goes on in these songs. They're so creative, manic, but creative. And like a song like this could easily go any direction. You know, you could hear that being like more of a metal thing.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
straightforward. And the fact that, you know, it's got this, I guess, video game thing. I think it makes sense that her producer, writer or whatever. I don't know. I don't remember his name, but he's involved in a lot of Nintendo stuff, which makes sense.
It makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
But
video games.
But it's like it takes that Nintendo-y sound and takes it in a way more sinister direction. And I mean, all the stuff, you know, like the little drum fills out of nowhere. I will say this again. I love the novelty moments production wise, where it's just this little 2-second section where we haven't heard anything like it before and we won't hear it again. And it's just, I just love that stuff, because that's the stuff that really takes the time and care to put into it. To, you know, it's not just like, oh, here's this one cool part, let's just slap it on 3 more times because it's cool. It's no, this is the moment, and it gives the song a life, as opposed to just feeling like you're.
Oh, these songs are very much alive.
Yes. Yeah, they're alive, and they're constantly changing, as opposed to just. I mean, repetition is good in music. I mean, but to have those elements that keep it fresh and interesting, I think are really important.
Agreed. All right, backed up here just a little bit here for this 2-second breakdown. 3 seconds.
Yeah, now it's supposed to go.
That's her. Nice.
Yeah.
Just to put
so much out of it.
To put Johnny's exhaustion in perspective, because it's not an insult to Otto at all. I want to make that very clear.
No.
My wife and I once took him to one of our favorite places in Rochester called Hot Pot, where it's a Japanese style where, you know, they bring out the vegetables and you basically pick the proteins and everything that you want. And then...
Well, I'm aware. Yeah.
And then for those who don't know what that is, then you've got, you know, you cook at your table. So Johnny's like, what do we have to do? Like, okay, so pick out what you want and you put it in. So we have to stir it? Like, well, yeah, just let us sit there we got to the meal and he's just like, I was exhausted. He had to put stuff in the hot pot. He was exhausted.
I just didn't see the point. I just did not see the point.
Chinese, not Japanese. Thank you, Francesca.
Okay.
Yeah, it was Chinese style. But yeah,
listen, I'm just
you
by nature. I'm sort of just a rather tired person. Like I could just nap. I'll sleep well during the night, but I could nap anytime during the day. No
Oh,
problem. Push in a car ride, put me in, I'm like a toddler. Basically, just in a car ride.
Here I thought we were taking you out for an adventure. It was a fail.
Every time Christine and I go for a car ride, like an extended one, she's like, "Oh, it's a nap time." I'm like, "Oh, it's 40-minute nap time." Yeah, you just see me start to.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Next up is Tot Musica Live. This is 2023 at the end of the year. So this is just well, not even quite a year and a half ago. And thank you very much, Sam Folk, for the super chat.
Yes, thank you.
We got. So much. You know what? I see that when a lot of people ask. We did. You know why I was hesitant on fulfilling that request? Because I know we reacted to Dignity, but it wasn't the live. I'm pretty sure it was the studio version. Thank you very much for the super chat.
Joy. It is definitely cat energy, yes.
Yes, you are cat energy versus dog.
Yeah, what are you saying?
No, it's just asking, but can you find, first of all, make sure we didn't already do the live, if you would, and then hook me up with the link. All right, here we go.
It's, and when I make these like, it's like getting off a roller coaster. I mean, I had a
great time.
Yes, but after I'm like,
it's a good analogy. Good analogy. All right, so this should be interesting. It was written by Tomoyuki Sawano, if I'm saying that right, composer for Attack of the Titan. It details summoning a demon. Okay, here we go.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, hold on.
Like a lip roll or tongue roll? Tongue roll, yeah.
But
yeah.
But the back pressure letter, if you listen to it, the pitch underneath it.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
So
she went
up. Yeah, to the B flat 6 underneath it. So a moment of back pressure with the sound, but I'll do an example here. She jumped up the octave in the midst of the folds vibrating on these other frequencies down an octave.
So it's like
cool little moments.
Yeah. Like that jump.
Yes, it's a huge jump.
Whoa.
I'll do that ending again.
Yeah, it's like watching The Exorcist at times.
No kidding.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Wow. That's my favorite song I think so far. They're all great, but that one's a little bit more up the middle. It's like that was probably the most like. That was the least complicated song format wise.
Right.
Not saying that's why I like it the best. That's just what I noticed about. But
like the melodies are maybe a little more defined as a result of that too.
Possibly, yeah. And totally sinister, and it's just interesting the way she went about the writing of it, because it's, people think sinister. I mean, it's okay, probably minor key, which it is,
sure.
But she wasn't just doing the basic minor scale; it was adding.
Yeah, stepping outside of it.
Stepping outside, like raising that seventh tone, which is usually an F. So we're in G minor, raising to an F sharp. Flatting the fifth tone,
which makes it
getting those. So yeah, well, that's actually that's a diminished sound. Where she bookends the start of the song and the end of the song with that melody, or whatever that is.
And then she resolves it. She's just this really cool.
Yeah, but she's traversing through, another interesting part of the writing is, they're kind of hanging on one chord for a little bit,
Mhm.
and it's just kind of giving her space to do different modes and scales within the one chord. So she's just doing. I don't remember the exact melody, but like just
Sure.
doing interesting. Just yeah, very
Yeah.
interesting.
I feel like if she took an ink blot test, she would get the same result as I did. Just as a
Yes.
human. It
Yes,
shows up in her
Richard's
songwriting.
Richard's results were what is it? Profound fear of boredom or
A
something.
deeply rooted fear of.
Yes.
I feel like she and I click on that front.
Oh my God, they nailed that. The Rorschach people nailed that.
All right.
I got driven by kindness or something. Matt got driven by love.
Our
So we're
guitarist, yeah.
thinking Richard's gonna be driven by something. No.
No.
Deeply rooted. It's almost like they made up
No,
a
there's something wrong.
category. Deeply rooted fear of boredom.
All right, this is Dignity. Great song. We heard this one a while ago. Too long, actually. This is a
Okay,
live
yeah.
version. You said this is a cool demonstration of her whistle tone mixed in here, so this should be fun. Just move this on my screen. Here we go. I mean, talk about a complex song to sing. Her relative pitch and her musicality and knowing where to go when. We've talked about textures, we talked about grit, things like that. This, aside from it just not even being in like an octave range, like a comfy space, she's moving in and out of multiple registers and going up to F sharp
6, right?
6 whistle tone there in this song. It's just clean and precise there too. The having to move from, I would say, unpredictable chords. Obviously,
Yeah.
you get to learn the song, and it becomes predictable once you know it. But the interval jumps, I guess, is maybe the best way to describe it, are just so unique because it's not just whole step or half step or minor third, major third. They're like augmented 6 add 9 minus 4s.
Right.
I don't know if that's a thing, but that's what it feels like
Yes.
if I were to try to sing along with her. It's just
Right.
the anticipation of knowing where the melody is, but still having it float on top. I mean, it
Yeah.
goes to the well construction of it, to the song itself, but to sing that in a single pass live is just so impressive to me.
No, the musicality is definitely there, and I've been wanting to point out. I keep forgetting, just how good she is as a singer. And she's really good. I'm kidding, of course, but I have a point. So
Right.
I'm just listening to the mix, and like every mix, I just feel like being live would be such a different experience because every mix that we've heard, her voice is way up front, which like I think it doesn't give the the oomph that it would have live. However, having said that, with being so present, I mean, she's right on, and she's so exposed in these mixes that we're hearing.
Yeah.
And
she's not like buried in verb or behind the guitar or anything.
no, she's out. I mean, completely in the open, and which just showcases her technical ability as a singer to be just. I mean, she's right on, and I mean, like we've been talking about, she does a lot of unorthodox things and a lot of stuff that you can go downhill really quick, and that she is super consistent. So whatever she's doing, she's doing it the right way.
Yeah.
And yeah, just this song, I remember when we heard it before, and it's just to come out, especially in the context of this live show where we've heard a bunch of different things, out of nowhere to come out with an 80s like power ballad, essentially, obviously with her spin on it, and
Right.
she takes it to a darker direction, but it's just like, it's like a Chicago ballad. It's like in the beginning,
But then she gets
But
into the verse and you abandon
And
the
the verse-
power ballad.
You've been on the power ballad. It's like immediately, like she starts to, I think you're going into like my Christmas.
Da, 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 da,
You know,
da. Yeah.
No, but she goes.
Da, 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 da. Just that.
What does she do?
Oh, it's just crunchy and cool.
It's angular and dark.
It's just so wild. All right. We have a couple more. We are going to end with Rockstar, which is also a video that she just put out just a couple weeks ago that's relatively new. I'll be looking forward to watching that. But first, we've got, this is heavily requested in the chat, Sakuras Time Machine?
Sakura?
Sakura? Does Sakura have a... how do you spell Sakura?
Sakura?
But this has an S at the end of it. Sakuras?
So
is it a silent S?
Sakuras?
It's Multi-Sakura Time Machine.
Yes, because I used that's the restaurant that I worked at.
Where's that how you spell chakra?
No.
Chakra's Time Machine?
Chakra?
Let's continue with the show.
I'm
going to keep embarrassing my...
Home. It's called Sakura Home. That's the...
okay.
F-Zeros has 8-octave range.
Embarrassing myself here. Yes, the 8-octave range. All right, so this was 2024, about 1 year ago. Let's check it out. This is written by, thank you, you're always here with great information here. I lost it. It's written by Mafumafo. Maybe I shouldn't be pronouncing any of these words, but thank you for the information for everybody else to read correctly.
I played piano at the Japanese restaurant. I didn't. You wouldn't want me at a hibachi table. I don't think that would go well. Like, the guys are like,
Johnny would be exhausted. It's just the rice hitting his face. He'd be like, I'm not even going to try.
Yeah. I was the piano player. Shocking.
Something in the chat. You were saying that... Johnny's gone. She was crying at the beginning. If you listen too closely, I heard her voice had some... There's like a little tension and spittle, if you will, on the folds, which happens sometimes when you're crying. But I missed why. If that's the case, was it happy tears, sad tears? I feel like I missed something there.
I missed something too.
Yeah, it's because you weren't here. You keep abandoning ship.
Oh goodness.
Let me back it up a little bit. Yeah, they were just saying that she was like crying at the beginning. And I was just trying to figure out why. I missed the why. It was a very emotional performance for her. So, sad song. She was just connecting, dream come true. Okay. All right, let me take it from the top. First of all, I can't turn this part off in my brain. If you took Otto out, which I don't recommend that you do, but if she was not on stage, if you took away the guitar, you took away the bass, you took away the synth, and all you had was a drummer, you would have had a 2.5-minute brilliant drum solo. This guy's amazing. His march fills and just like his cadence, the way he pushes and pulls things, but he's still like locked in. He's just outstanding. So was the whole band. So was her. I'm not taking anything from her, but I can't not hear.
That's the most prominent. Yeah, the drums are really
it's just
prominent.
Like this guy's just crazy good.
But it's perfect. I mean, usually when a drummer does that, it's just like, okay, it's like lay back a little bit,
chill, right?
But this type of stuff, it's like perfect.
It's part of her sound.
It's part of her sound. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And she has these beautiful, clear tones. So she's fighting. She's emotional, right? Which is great. That vulnerability is that's why we go to live shows, right? Is because that the vulnerability of being in the moment with whatever's happening.
Yeah, I mean,
she's so attractive
the epitome
to be a
of
part
vulnerability. Whether it's more somber, emotional, or the opposite, like the rage kind of.
Yes.
I mean, she is putting it out there, and
you cannot get those sounds without being vulnerable. From exactly to your point, on both ends of the spectrum, you can't create those sounds, at least not sustainable, without vulnerability. So she's brilliant at that. But also in the context of feeling all of these emotions and being in front of 70,000 people, which I can't even fathom. God. And having amidst that these clear was it C sharp? I think just the belted tone, just a beautiful, like a rounded sound. There's warmth to it, just in control. You know, kind of moving in and out of vibrato where and when she wants. Just all of these, just skillful things, just very present, but also easy to look over in the grandeur that is her stage presence. And you can't even see her on top of it.
I know it's you know, and I know that based on what we've learned and discovered about her, it's, you know, I think it's done for a few different reasons. I don't think it's just like a marketing thing, but even from a business, if you're putting the business hat on, it's effective. That mystery, you know, it's just, you just want to know so much. Like, you know, there's other people, like singer from Tool that does that. He's in the back, he's in shadow, and it's frustrating because you want to see them, but it's also enticing because
it is.
You can't. We all want. We can't have. You know, it's like
right. Really, really interesting.
Yeah, I know she does it for a few different reasons, but
right. Well, probably I think from what you guys explained to us in the past, it's just basically for her own, just like mental health, right? That separation of,
right,
which is, I think more singers should probably do, just for their own well-being as a human, with this level of fame in particular. I can't remember what else I was going to say. Let's just keep listening. She's just awesome. Oh, the Vocaloid. I was just going to say. So obviously that's a synthetic creature, if you will. So that's interesting too, because to interact, to give the illusion of it being, there's acting that she's got to do to give the illusion if there's like this duet taking place. It's just another degree of performance that she's executing beautifully here.
Yep. Another stylistic choice. I really like that descending chord progression. So basically the bass notes, but that original part, but infused with those what are they called? Where they change the order of the chords. I'm getting tired.
We knew it was coming.
Inversions, chord inversions. So like right there. So instead of going doing your typical thing, she's
sure.
So it's a B flat inverted. Kind of gives a little bit more of a hopeful lift. And then I love that one. That's a C sharp minor.
It feels, that sequence to me feels like something like Elton John would do a little bit. Just.
I mean, Elton John did the inversions a song like this. You know, the whole thing.
Yeah.
And I think of those eastern lights.
Yes.
I mean, that's A flat inverted as opposed to when I think of those eastern lights.
It just feels cool. Stock. Yeah.
Those eastern lights. Yeah, same thing.
Really cleverly written.
Again, it just keeps evolving. It's sort of, her stuff is a little bit more difficult for me to play back because there's constantly changing. I can't remember all of it.
You have to stop it every 20 seconds. Did he go again? Maybe he'll be back. Yeah, he's calling back now. Shall we let him in? At least he's got a nice pose. Wait. I think I added him back. Johnny? Went completely to black. That's never happened before. Okay. I guess I'll have him call back in. Well, on to our last song for the day. We'll call back in a second. This is Rockstar, which is not the latest music video, but the one just before it. So he just sent me a text. It says stream destroyed. That happened once before. Let me respond to him real quick. It is not destroyed. We are here. Okay, he's restarting his computer. So we'll bear with us just for a second. Otto has that power. I think he couldn't take it anymore. He just took a nap. Exactly. Francesca, you and I are thinking the same thing. He just couldn't hold on. I don't think Johnny can make it through an Otto concert. You take him out in a stretcher. Which, by the way, she's going to be, for those of you who don't know, I said this last time we reacted to her. She's going to be in Orlando, which is where I live, the same weekend that I'm going to be up in New York at the Adirondacks. I'm so not happy about that. Hopefully one day I'll be able to get to see her in person. Things around. Johnny, we're never destroyed, just sleepy. Rock music stole Johnny. Yeah, oh, I know. I saw she was coming. I jumped on Ticketmaster. And I saw the date and was like, I knew immediately it wasn't going to happen. And John Reeves and I were talking about maybe even going to a show together when her tour started. I should stop going to New York altogether. Yeah, I don't think the fam's going to be too cool with that. All right, it says, so Johnny's saying that he can't get in. Let me just try something real quick. I'm having him restart. Let's see if that worked. Wait.
There we go. Oh my goodness.
Welcome to the show. For those of you new to the Throga channel, this is as good as it gets.
Oh my god.
So if you haven't already, be sure to hit like, subscribe, even consider buying a coffee, because I'm sure you're going to want to experience this again and become a Throga member.
Yeah, I refer to this as the Millennium Falcon yesterday, I think it was. I had a good nap.
We were guessing you just slept.
I considered it. I will sleep after this.
Yeah, the Millennium Falcon I think is the perfect way
bucket
to
of
describe
bolts.
our show.
Just never works when you want it to work.
All right, here we go. Rockstar, last one of the day.
All right. Just want to go into hyperspace like a normal spaceship. Never works. Oh, I can't hear anything. Can you hear that?
Yeah. You seriously? Can nobody hear it?
Oh my god. Just
right.
Somebody put us out of our misery. Jeez.
Hold on. Can no one hear it? I fixed this once before. What did I do? This freaking show. Can you play something? No, you can't hear it either. All right, hold on. Let me see if I can restart this particular scene. Maybe that'll do it.
We've all gone crazy lately. My friends out there rolling around the basement floor. Ooh.
Still nothing?
Someone said I'm not tonight, sugar babe.
All right, I'm gonna do this real quick. I'm gonna put this on you, Johnny, while I sort this out.
All right, what do you guys want to hear? What do you think? There was a boy.
We just heard this. This is gonna be on tomorrow, Nat King Cole.
Oh, should I not ruin it? Very strange.
No, don't ruin it. I just love this song.
And though we talked of many things, fools and kings, this he said to me: the greatest thing you'll ever learn is just to love and be loved in return.
This is so fitting for an auto reaction.
I know.
So disconnected.
There was a
They get way more manic. All right, so I gotta restart Firefox here.
It's a little bit funny, this feeling inside. I'm not one of those who can easily hide. I don't have much money, but boy,
Confirm
if
my
I
password.
did, I'd buy a big house where we both could live. If I was a sculptor, but then again, no, or a man who makes potions in the traveling show. I know it's not much, but it's the best that I can do. My gift is my song, and for
Oh,
you.
friends.
And you tell everybody this is your song. Well, it may be quite simple, but now that it's done, I hope you don't mind. I hope you don't mind while I put down in words how wonderful life is that you're in the world.
I love hearing you sing, and I'm grateful for you to do that. I am sad in the fact that I have not been able to sort this particular issue out.
Just yesterday morning.
Hold on, guys. Let me try one more thing.
You were gone. Suzanne, the plans they made put an end to you. I woke up this morning and I wrote down this song. Just can't remember who to send it to. I've seen fire and I've seen rain. I've seen sunny days that I thought would never end. I've seen lonely times when I could not find a friend. But I always thought that I'd see you again. I'll do a cheery song for you.
I'm trying all the tricks.
Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. I said, it's alright. Little darling, it's been a long, cold, lonely winter. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I said, it's alright. It's alright. It's alright, Richard.
It's not alright. Alright, let me try a different browser. Hold on. Try one more. I can see that you don't see that. Let me try this one. So frustrating.
If you could read my mind, love, what a tale my thoughts would tell. Just like a paperback novel, the kind any drugstore would sell. When we reach the part where the heartache's gone, the hero would be me. But hero, often fade. I never thought I could act this way, but I got to say that I just can't get it. I don't know where we went wrong, but the feeling's gone, and I just can't get it.
It's not coming that way either. Talk about just not getting back. This is not going well, guys.
All right. Maybe quit while we're ahead, right?
Oh, I saw this is the song. This is the song. It's the song that I was looking forward to because everybody was saying it was so good.
Sing a song.
All right. So
make it simple.
Here's what we're gonna do.
To last the whole night long. Okay.
No, it's not even an ECAM or OBS issue. It is probably. I've got a couple theories, but they all require me ending the live stream. Here's what we're gonna do.
Destroying the stream.
We're gonna destroy the stream. Here's what we're doing. We are going to end the stream. All 463 of you. We're gonna end this, and I'm going to immediately go live with a reset, and it should work. So look at Throga, YouTube Throga. Hop on there. We will be there ready and waiting. In the meantime, thanks everyone for joining. Hope you have a great day. Thanks for hanging out. And we'll see you hopefully a few seconds from now.
Yes, hopefully.
All right, guys. We'll see you soon.
Yeah.
It's happening. Here we go.
Oh.